for the fans in this town, it's got a lot of weight.
Yeah, I mean, when you definitely know the history of the rivalry, and you know that they're going to give their best effort, and we're going to give our best effort to win that game. It kind of just means more. You can just feel it around the community and the facility, and so we're excited to be able to go there, play in Oakland, and get to have a great opportunity against a great team.
Patrick, you had some time to rest your ankle. How does it actually feel?
It's feeling better every single day. That's the biggest thing. I mean, that first day after was a little sore, but since then the swelling's gone down and I'm able to move around a little bit better. So I'm excited about getting on the practice field and being able to go out there and still get all the reps that I would usually get.
Any different feeling than a common ankle injury?
No. I mean, if you've played sports, you've had ankle injuries before, and so right when it happened, I knew what it was. But I was glad I was able to get back out there and finish the game, and excited about the progress I've had so far.
You took some pretty good hits in that game last week. Do you feel like you might have been able to avoid some of that? Had you been maybe a little more mobile?
Yeah, maybe at the end there, but I mean that's a good D line regardless. I mean even before that they were moving around, they're flying around, and they have guys that can go at every single position on that D line, and they rotate well. I thought the O-line did a good job with the heat and everything they had, with all the stuff they were bringing. But, I mean, that was a good D-line, and I was excited that we were still able to have success as an offense.
Now that you had a chance to go through the Jacksonville video, why were you guys more effective in the running game when LaShawn McCoy was in there as opposed to either of the other guys?
Yeah, I think I haven't really noticed that, but yeah, I think it was just he hit it whenever he got in there. I thought Damian did a good job as well, catch the ball in the backfield, running the ball. But that's how we have as an offense, is whoever gets the opportunity, they're going to make the plays no matter who's in there.
Besides the obvious in the production, just what gives you the confidence that Sammy can go in and fill that void that without Hill for at least the next couple of weeks?
Yeah, I think it's Sammy's going to do his job regardless of if Tyreek's there or not. I mean, he's going to go out there, play hard. He's going to go out there, execute whatever Coach Reed asks him to do. And I think having Mecole and D-Rob and these guys that have worked hard all training camp, having them kind of get into that role and be able to do some of that stuff as well will help out the whole team. And, I mean, that's how we've always been, is when you get your opportunity to go out there and make plays.
Is there any comfort in knowing that you guys have at least done this as of OTAs, mini camp, where Tyreek wasn't necessarily with the team? I know you guys have throwing sessions with them, but is there any comfort knowing that you guys have gone through at least practices without Tyreek for something like this? I
think just the training camp and OTAs and stuff that we had in general, Coach Reed rotates those guys. G. Lewis does a good job of rotating those guys. I mean, we run a lot of reps at practice, so guys are getting reps no matter who's there. And so even last week with the heat and everything that we had, we made sure to rotate the guys and get them reps. And so that's why whenever Tyreek did go out in the game, they were able to transition easy, and we could still utilize the whole game plan, and we didn't have to worry about what we could and couldn't use.
You seem to like watching sports as much as playing them. Did you happen to watch the late Monday Night Football game? And if so, if you've seen the tape or highlights, just what have you made of the Raiders' defense so far?
Yeah, I got to the first half on Monday night, but I fell asleep at halftime. But I watched the film, and I mean, those guys are playing with a ton of energy. All those young guys that they had last year have really elevated their game. And the guys they brought in, they're playing with a ton of confidence. And so they're going to be a great test for us. They do a lot of different coverages, a lot of different blitzes. And so for us, it's going to be an early test that we're going to have to go out there and have a good game plan for.
After the injury on Sunday, did you feel like there were some things that maybe you couldn't do that you normally would, or what kind of drive did you have off that play?
Yeah, I feel like I could still throw the ball well. Only thing that really was different maybe was some of the scrambles that you're accustomed to seeing me do. I was more in the pocket, but I feel like during the whole game, I kind of was like that anyways. So maybe there might have been a time or two where I might have scrambled out instead of getting tackled or dumping it to the flat. But other than that, I felt like I was pretty good with where I was at.
You've been to Oakland. You know how crazy the fans can be. It's the last visit there. So are there any good things you remember about going there as an opponent?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be an awesome atmosphere. I mean, you know that, especially with the rivalry and everything, the history that the Chiefs and Raiders have. But it's going to be cool to get out on that field. I'll get to say I played on the exact field my dad played on at one point, and so it'll be cool to have that experience and hopefully come out with a win.
It's going to look like a baseball field, too.
Yeah, I'll have the dirt and everything. I've played short sometimes, so I'll be able to hopefully keep my feet there.
Did you have any memories of the couple times you've been there, of the bus rides in? The Raiders fans can be a little saucy. Any memories of things they've said or done in the bus rides or down there by the black hole?
Yeah, they're definitely proud of where they're from and who they're representing. So I mean, it's always good when you have those games. You're able to kind of go in there and you know that it's kind of us against the world type of mentality whenever you're on that field and you're in that stadium. But I'm sure we'll have a few Chiefs fans there as well.
What have the conversations been like with your dad, like now that you guys are actually going to get to do that with playing on the same exact field?
Yeah, I mean it's really cool when you think about it and when we talk about it. But I mean it's still just playing the sports that we loved, and it's just worked out that way where we got to play on the same exact field.
How hard is it to play on an infield, like you're dropping back to pass and maybe you're scrambling or something compared to just natural grass or whatever?
Well, I haven't got to actually do it yet, so I mean I know it's going to be different. I've seen how other teams have attacked it, but until you kind of get out there, we'll kind of go with the flow till then.
Patrick, send me.
When you're overseas.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, I think that's the last one that they have, and this is supposed to be the last year. So, I mean, it could be the last time that we get to play on something like that, but it'll be a great experience to have.
Patrick, Sammy said that he was excited when Jalen Ramsey was rotated over to guard him. It kind of showed where he was at, and he's able to feel that. So how are you able to find out exactly where you're at? Are you using, like, the Jag defense, or would you be using other teams?
Yeah, I just try to make progress each and every week. I think that's the biggest thing with me is to keep getting better. I mean, there's still so much for me to learn. I want to make sure that I can kind of dissect defenses before the snap and during the snap and just get us into the best play possible. And I feel like last week I did a good job of just kind of getting the ball out of my hands and letting the guys make plays and not trying to force anything whenever it's not there. And so I'm going to keep trying to get better at that and keep trying to attack downfield as well.
Granted, the Jags' front seven is really good. Did you feel okay and comfortable with the protections last week? It just seemed like you were just getting hit quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I was sitting in there and making throws. I mean, when you play, you're going to get hit. My job is to stand in there and make those throws into those windows. And so for me, I'm gonna trust in the O line that they're gonna protect me and stay there and make those throws whenever they're there.
You mentioned on Sunday that play to Kelsey, the no look, and you mentioned that you sort of regretted that. Was it the decision to throw a no look, or was it just you missed the pass?
I thought I did a good job of moving the flat defender. But I don't think I necessarily needed to go full no look. I could have maybe looked after because I got him inside and he was trying to get to the place I wanted to throw the ball. It's just maybe right before I threw the ball, just kind of give him at least a glance to see how he kind of came out of his route.
You mentioned watching the game Monday night, and I know you like to watch a lot of football. What do you do when commercial comes on and it's you? What kind of goes through your head?
Yeah, it's still surreal. I mean, it's still kind of weird, I guess you would say, whenever I'm just talking to my girlfriend and I hear my voice in the background. But it's a cool deal, and it's kind of all of those commercials seem that they came out all at the same time. But it's cool to see yourself in that place on TV.
Couple more guys.
Any new ones coming?
I don't think so for a while at least. So hopefully we can kind of keep it where it's at for a little while, and then maybe some will come out a little bit later in the year.
Last year, you guys were so good early in the year, especially at red zone. Some of those, kind of misdirection plays and just total walk-ins. You guys had that 1st and goal after Sherm caught the pass down by the goal line, and you tried the flip pass to Damien. It seemed like they were really ready for that. Did you feel like the Jags specifically were maybe a little more ready for some of that stuff than it took the league a little while to catch up last year?
Yeah, I mean, I think they did a good job of stretching that play out and making a good play on it. Obviously, we were going to try to execute better when we do stuff like that. But the good thing about when you do a play like that, we come back later and we just run the ball down the middle and we get in there. So you got to be able to do it both. You got to be able to run the ball up the middle whenever you need to. You got to be able to stretch it out wide. And the fact that they have to prepare for both of those will help either one of them out.
That's all, Matt.
You seem more comfortable in those commercials now. Is it just the experience that you got? Did you take any lessons in practice? Or?
Didn't take any lessons. Just kind of the more experience, and as you get to doing something, you start to understand exactly how you need to go about your business.